I have been chasing the perfect texture for cornbread, and I finally nailed it. And this is a copycat version of my favorite restaurant cornbread. And I'm craving cornbread, so let's get started. Also, you're gonna love what I put on top of it. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, then line a 9 by 9 inch square baking dish. To easily line your pan, simply snip through the corners of your parchment paper, and it will fit perfectly into your pan. Now we're gonna make the cornbread mixture. Into your mixing bowl, add all-purpose flour and cornmeal. Use regular or finely ground cornmeal. Just avoid coarsely ground or it can be gritty. Also add packed light brown sugar. This is so satisfying. It's like kinetic sand. Sift through the brown sugar lightly with your hands just to make sure there aren't any clumps. Now add baking powder, baking soda, and salt. There goes that nail. That was better. Whisk that together until it's combined, and if you see any large clumps of sugar, you can break those up. In a second mixing bowl, you'll need some melted and cooled butter. What I like to do is to partially melt the butter in the microwave, then I'll whisk that up until it's completely melted and at the same time partially cooled. Now add the rest of your liquid ingredients. We have our oil, also some warm milk, and you'll need some sour cream, and this is the only ingredient that doesn't need to be warm. It can be room temperature or right out of the fridge. Also add 3 large room temperature eggs, and I do like to crack these in a separate dish just to make sure I don't have any eggshells. Add it in and whisk until it's all combined. Good ASMR. Now just pour your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients and whisk until you don't see any dry streaks. Stop mixing as soon as it comes together. You don't want to overmix this or your cornbread can become dense. This next step is important. Let the cornbread batter sit at room temperature for 10 minutes. This helps to hydrate the cornmeal and ensures your cornbread turns out soft and moist. Pour the batter into your prepared baking dish and spread it evenly to the edges. Now bake in the center of your preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. You'll know it's done when the top is golden, and if you insert a toothpick into the center, it will come out clean. The sweet smell of cornbread in my kitchen. It's so good. And while it's still hot and just out of the oven, you want to brush it with a honey butter. So I've got some melted butter here, and that's unsalted. And then I'm going to add, you can do 3 to 4 tablespoons of honey depending on how sweet you like your cornbread. But this is important to do while it's still hot. You can also serve this with my whipped honey butter. It has some cinnamon in it. It's so good. And that's kind of restaurant style. Or you could do both. You should just do both. Mix that together. It will blend easier if the butter is still warm and melted, but we want those two to combine, and they will eventually. Okay, we're gonna move that to a more stirring friendly dish. So I am making a mess.
You listen to my suggestion?
When you listen to your husband, much better. You're gonna spread that warm honey butter over the top of your hot cornbread, the yummers, and it's gonna absorb it into the top layer, and it's gonna be incredible, you guys. Don't skip this step, it's so good. Okay, now we're gonna let it cool slightly and serve it while it's warm, because this is so good warm, but also even the next day if you reheat it a little bit. Okay, time to cut into this, because it is calling my name, and I do like big, generous pieces. It's so soft. This smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna get the biggest slice for me. Take the side piece fine, because then I get like that caramelized edge. You see that? Let's serve this up. And I know we put honey butter on top, but I can't resist adding more. So that's what I'm gonna do. I like to put the butter on while the cornbread is still warm, so then it gets kind of melty onto the cornbread. Get a nice little pat of butter there, and a drizzle more of honey, because I can't resist. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like one of the prettiest things in nature is honey. A generous drizzle, because the cornbread itself here is not overly sweet, and I'm digging in. I can't wait any longer. Oh, and it just goes through so smooth. You can tell this is super soft and moist. Get in my belly. Wow. This could be breakfast with a cup of coffee. The texture is so good because we let that batter rest for 10 minutes. Kind of hydrates the cornmeal, so it's not gritty, but it still has really good texture. It could actually taste like a cornbread. So good. Anyway, try it. I know you're gonna love it. And if you have any recipe requests for me, let me know. Also, let me know where you guys spotted Sharky, because the first person that spots Sharky in a live premiere will get a gift card. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this because I see my butter is slowly melting down. Looks so good. Okay, adios. Bye everyone. Love you. It's so tender. It's a thing of beauty. I want coffee. Let's do coffee number 2.